Hello and good morning to you car buyers. My name's Neil. I'm the proprietor of Bathcars, and today's car is the Fiat Punto 1.2 5-door in metallic red. 66,000 miles or so on this one. Not a lot of mileage at all. Yeah, 66,953 is the miles. Make sure it's in neutral. Fire up for you. There we go, so she's all running and starting. Now, this car's a little main dealer part exchange that we picked up. It's in metallic red. Haven't really cleaned I haven't cleaned the outside full stop, so it was quite clean on the exterior. But I've given the interior a bit of detailing and cleaning. It's come up quite well and it's quite fresh in there. It's not horrible and smelly. It's all fairly tidy. As you can see, a little dent to the front leading edge of the bonnet. A dent man could get that out if you were keen on getting it up to a decent bit of spec, but it is a 10-year-old car, but not high on the miles, just that nice low below 70,000 mile mark. It's the 1.2 Punto with the city power steering setting, so very easy to park in the city. You just select the lighter power steering model mode, and that makes it exceptionally easy to park up. Very good for people who aren't that strong in the arm. It's a 5-door model, so obviously it's a dead handy car for anybody with a small family and children. Good little town car, but we'll do the motorway quite happily with a 1.2. It's got the rear wash wiper and a high level brake light on the 51 plate, but it is 2002. Just 2 keepers, Europe car plus 1 private keeper since 2003. We'll come to a little bit of documents a bit later on. Right, let's run around anything you need to know about it. That side's all pretty clean and straight, just needs a wash. Tyre on the back here, not bad at all, about 20% worn. 80% to go. On this one here, it's about half worn. Headlights are slightly discoloured, but that was mentioned in the MOT. Onto this tyre here, he's a bit better than half worn. I'll go for 40% worn. And this one on the back here, again about 40% worn. So tyres, plenty of tread to go. The rear view mirrors are adjustable inside. All the doors are working. It does have central locking on the key. Alas, there is just one key with the car. The screen's all good, the wipers clear fine, the heater works fine, the city mode works fine. It does have an oil leak, we'll come to that a bit later on. It's not tragic, but it does drip a little bit off a little weep off of the top rocker cover. Right, but okay, let's go and have a look at that history. Okay, welcome to the documents then for this little Fiat Punto. We can see the car has had just 2 keepers in total. First of all, it was a Europe car, and then it went into the ownership of Mr. Lucas, who acquired the car in 2003. So, yeah, it spent basically a year in a rental company and then into a private keeper since 2003. 1242cc is the engine capacity, and the CO2 emissions are 136 grams per kilometre, and that equates to £120 per year tax, so a nice cheap tax bracket. The MOT was done at 66,628 miles and is valid until July the 1st, 2013. And there was just one advisory notice, and that was one of the headlights had a product on the front lens, but not seriously reducing light output, so virtually nothing there. Okay, let's return back. Right, welcome back then. So in the car here we have a remote boot release flap, and the boot operates as it should. The baggage cover's present, the spare wheel and toolkit's all there, perfect. Looks like it's never been out. Probably not. That rear wiper works. All the seats, you can see how much the doors have been used. They just need a little bit of lubrication in there. Just in the hinge, it's a bit stiff, just the hinge is creaking. The rear seats, well, there's a little bit of wear and a bit of muck on the rear seats. Discolouring, but not that bad. When I say muck, it's just, discoloured rear seats, part of the fabric. But again, not smelly or horrible. Up to the front here. Driver's seat, well, that's impeccable condition really. So are the pedal rubbers and a carpet mat. The steering wheel is height adjustable, moves up and down. So does the seat. It's got a nice height adjustable seat setting. 5-speed manual, reverse works fine. Books in the glove compartment with a couple of receipts, but they date back to about 23,000 miles or so. So we haven't got any history really for the last few for the last 7 years or so, but I assume it's been serviced. It wouldn't have passed its MOT if it hadn't have been. So indicators, all the lights work fine, the washers, the wipers, all that's working fine, as it would do just because it's past its MOT. There are a couple of airbags, one in the driver's side, one in the passenger side. You can turn that one off, there's a little switch over there. The city mode, as I said, works fine. So you just put it into city mode, and the steering wheel is just so light I could blow on it and it would probably move around. The rear heated screen, I think that worked actually, I put it on yesterday, and the fan heater, all the controls for the fan all working beautifully, and look at the cigarette lighter, never been used. Ashtray, perfect. Okay, engine sounds absolutely spot on. The clutch pedal is perfect. It's a nice drive through the town centre. When I came back from Bristol, I didn't have a sore knee or anything. I mean, I broke my kneecap, and I find a heavy clutch horrible, and the clutch was fine on this. Okay, there's the radio. A few of the little digits are just sort of not missing off the radio. I don't know what's the displays go on these things, don't they? But the radio is working fine, and there is a cassette player. I had the radio working fine. We just changed location now, so we're in a different spot. But
I love that. Spectre, Never Fade Away. Beautiful song.
There we go.
You can text me if you like today, 81199.
Okay, so audio is all fine. Electric windows. Zoom up and down with tinted glass as well. And show you the driver's side one. So he zooms up and down as well. Okay, so nice long MOT, just £120 a year to tax this car. What a bargain. The original supplying number plates are on the front and the back of the vehicle, so it's probably never had any major front or rear end accident damage. Just purring away there, ticking over perfectly. That is a good little car. Get the oil leak done if you fancy it. Save you having to top it up all the time. But it's not running out of it, it's just a little drip. I'll show you the engine bay, just needs cleaning off really, and adjusting the the rocker cover gasket. Okay, thank you. Okay, here's the little Fiat 1.2. The engine has an oil leak. Now it is pretty dirty and grim around the top of the rocker cover here, or the bottom of the rocker cover, as you can see. But it is spotting. Not too badly, it's not running out of it, it's just spotting. Needs topping up probably once every, I suppose once a week, just to keep the oil level up. The engine sounds perfect. As I said, it drove perfectly back from Bristol last night. Where I can see, and I've had a good look round, it looks like it's the head gasket, not the head gasket, the rocker cover gasket along here is weeping. You can just see it weeping out of here. Okay. And out of all the oil leaks, that's about the easiest to rectify. Just the airbox comes off, the rocker cover comes off, and a new gasket is fitted. So hopefully that shouldn't be too much of a problem. Or you just go on with it as it is and just top it up. But as you can hear, the engine sounds absolutely spot on.